Hello Abalor, I hope you're well. I have made a little video because I think it will be easier for me to show you what I was able to do with Tiled, Windows program to edit bitmap levels for 2D games. So of course, as you know, the, the source file is the level I designed using graphics 2. Here you can see the Wonderboy level for the C. Okay, and then one guy out of a Discord channel about Amstrad told me that he could provide a Windows tool that breaks down a PNG into some uh, tile tile set and tile map. Okay, so here you have the tile set and here you have the tile map. In the tile set you have the possibility to select some tile and add them a property. For example, for all collision you could select them and have a property. I called it solid. It is from type boolean, and then when you tick the case, that means true, so that means that there is a collision. Okay. For all other tile that don't have any collision, you have nothing. And I also created another type of collisions, or at least a property, which is drawn. For example, when Wonderboy goes into the sea, he loses one life. So this is not a collision, this is something else, as you can see. And here you can see, for example, for the platforms that you still have solid. Okay, for all the clouds you have solid too, because Wonderboy can jump on the cloud. Forgive me because I misplaced some of, I didn't align on the grid some of the clouds, and unfortunately it generated multiple different clouds, but I will correct that in a future version. Okay, so this tile set can be exported into TSX XML or JSON or Lua file. You just choose what is better for you. For me, it's really not different. The only problem I can see with this is that it's easier when you have orthogonal ground, walls and floors, for example. But when we have slope, and we know that in Wonderboy we will have slope, as we can see, for example, in level 1.4, we will have slopes here, for example, and here, but we are lucky this is only one kind of slope, only one kind of angle going up and going down. So maybe the solution will be to have a specific type of collision that we could name slope up or slope down in Boolean, and then when you encounter in the code such a tile, then you would have to trigger Wonderboy X and Y differently that if he's on the floor. This is something we can discuss. This is the only problem I see for slopes using this technique, but maybe it's not a problem. You tell me. Okay. Then that was for collision or earthing collision or drowning or whatever. What about bonuses, enemies, sprites, etc.? So here, with the TMX, which is the map, you have the possibility to create on top of the tile layer, you have the possibility to create an object layer, and with that you will just simply create and place pixel size where you want. You are not obliged to be aligned on the grid, for example here, and then you add a property using a string, and then we will have to define in advance a precise nomenclature with exact names for each bonuses, enemies, etc., etc. So if we want to put, for example, here an octopus, there would be an octopus here. Okay, and then I can edit again if I made a mistake or something like that. Maybe I can move them. I don't know how. I need to see how I can move them, but duplicate, remove, flip, etc, etc, etc. I can duplicate. I don't know if I can move them. I need to check that. But anyway, here I have put an octopus, maybe two octopus. That's too much. Here I have pasted a banana. Here I have pasted another banana. Here there would be a tomato, etc, etc, etc. So I would need to make a list of all available bonuses and enemies, have the exact name for each of them, and then place them onto the map until the end. Okay, so in this case we can also export as I use CSV. I don't know if you agree with that. Maybe you prefer JSON, or if you prefer XML. You tell me. JavaScript map files. I don't know what it is. It's Chinese to me, but I'm pretty sure you have a better idea than myself on this. And then I can simply give you everything here, and you tell me if it's okay, if I can edit levels with that, if we need to discuss about specific problem for collision, for sprite, for whatever. And hopefully we would have a production chain to organize all levels for whatever 2D platformer we have, whether it's Wonderboy, whether it's the New Zealand story, or anything else you want to work on with me or with somebody else, no problem. Okay, so sorry it was a bit long. Take your time, of course, no rush, no hurry. Tell me just if you think it would be okay, and in this case I will have a specific tool to create the export and work like this on the different levels. Thank you, Abalor. See you. Hasta la próxima. Ciao.